Hello students, let's read the problem. And it says, what is the range of the function f of x equals 6 parentheses 3 to the x power when the domain is -1 less than x less than or equals to 4? So we're looking for the range, right? And they're already giving us the domain, okay? This is the domain that we're gonna use, right? And they're also giving us the function that we're gonna use, okay? Now remember domain, and they're giving us that already on the right side, has to do with x, right? This is my x values, okay? So when I write my function, and I'm gonna write it down over here, what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna replace x with the values that are given to us. So the first value, which is the lowest value, is a -1. Therefore, I'm gonna look for f of -1, and that means I will replace x with a -1. Is that right? And we're gonna find an answer for this one, okay? And that will give us a 2. If you put them in the calculator, right, that will be a 2. Now, the next one that we're gonna do is gonna be the same function, right? But now what we're gonna do is we're gonna replace x with a 4. Okay, so this will be 6, 3 to the 4th power. Okay, so if I want to evaluate f with a 4, right, that will give me 486. Okay, so those are the two values that I have. The least value will be a 2, and the highest value will be 486. So when you write it, then 2 is the smallest one, and 486 is the highest or biggest one, right? And of course, this will be the y, because we're looking for range, remember? So let's write down the word range. And of course, I want the range to be less than 486. So you get one cookie. But remember that the 4 had an inequality with the equal sign. Therefore, we need to write down the equal sign like that. Okay? On the left side, we want the range to be greater than 2. So then we write down my symbol here, right? And I do not need to write down the equal sign because the 2, or the -1 in this case, sorry, I'm going to show it to you up here. The -1 doesn't have the inequality with the line on the bottom, okay? So that will be my range. So if you look at the answer choices, what do we have? Yes, letter B, right, guys? That would be the answer. If you look at this one, that's exactly what letter B is showing us. Okay, very good.